Take an inhale and an exhale to lower. And an inhale and an exhale. And up. And on the exhale, let your hands come down to your thighs and wake up your back, round and extension. And exhale, round and extend. And round and extend. We're just waking up the body, round and extend. Now we're gonna rotate by dropping a shoulder, and you can feel your inner thighs here, and the upper back is rotating. And inhale and exhale. Oh, good. One more on each. And then come all the way up. Now let your toes go forward and stretch over. Now when you're over, rotate forward and back. 4, 3, 2, in hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come up. Now up and over. Now once you're here, rotate forward and back. We're getting some blood flow in the areas that we're going to work. We're getting some synovial fluid. We're holding gentle stretches, nothing aggressive. Hold. 4. Yes. 3, 2. Good. And inhale. And then exhale. Fingertips come behind you, feet in, and just lift up and hold. You can lift up and hold. 4, 3, 2, and we'll take 5 shoulder rolls and then get our down bands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then get your Dynaband. We're going to take a Dynaband or an elastic tube overhead. So I'll use a Dynaband today. I mix it up. Now your arms are up like a Y, and you're going to pull down and exhale, pull down, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, very good, 18, 19, and 20. And then roll your shoulders like we did in the warm-up. 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to take the band in front. Hold on with your palms face up. Open up. You're going to feel the wrists are straight, but your elbows are glued, and you're opening up your arms. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now roll the shoulders just to get rid of some tension. Now you're going to take your band about shoulder blade height below your armpits. Now we're going to push out to those corners of the room. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. I like how there's no tension in the neck. 16. You're resisting. 17 with control. 18, 19, and 20. And then relax those shoulders. Perfect. And then take the Dynaband or the tubing in The middle, you're gonna step on it with 1 foot, okay? 1 foot. Now, I want your wrist to be comfortable. So we'll start with the hammer position since I see all Dynabands right now. And if you have an elastic tubing, you might like a palm up position. And your chest and shoulders are open. They're not poking forward. Yeah. 5. And you can go up pretty high on a Dynaband. 6, unlike a weight, you run out of tension. On a Dynaband, you can go up until you run out of room. Like my bicep hits my forearm and I run out of room. So your hand goes pretty high. Yes. I like how you're controlling it on the way back, how you're standing very tall. These are the carrying muscles, and they help build bone density on that top of the arm. And exhale. Good. Again. All right, let's see if we can take 10 more sets. 10, 10, and you're just holding on. 9, 9, so you don't release the band. You're not over gripping. And 7, 7, 6, 6. Good. Exhale. 5, 5. I like how you're keeping your body stable. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Now let that go. Roll those shoulders. 5. And I tell you what, take a little stretch, and then we'll also take a sip of water or coffee or tea, whatever you have. 5, 4, right, Sarah, it's about time. 2, and if you need, grab a sip. I will too. And then we're going to take the band underneath that 1 foot, and it's in the middle. Now this, this is also an upright row. This is an upright row. This is also biceps, but it does work shoulders too. 3, so shoulders, biceps. 4, you see how we're lifting our elbow, that's the medial delt. 5, and you zip. 6, and you lower. 7, 8, good. And your wrist. 9, just make them happy. 10, so you can look, make sure they're in neutral, they're in line with the rest of the forearm. That's usually going to feel pretty good. 12, and not have a lot of tension. 13, your neck has no tension. 14, 15, shoulder working. 16, feel the elbows lead the way. 18, 19, and 20. All right, shake that out. Roll through. Now the right arm, right hand takes the band. Just like you're patting yourself on the back, your left arm holds on around the low back. Now take an inhale. You're going to exhale and push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, this is the back of the arm. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and you got it. Now let that go. We're going to take the other hand at the low back area. We're going to exhale and push. 1, 2, good. 3, I like how the ear's in line with the shoulder. 4, resist on the way down. 5, 6, good. And then Sarah, you might roll your knuckles forward more and you'll feel your wrist are straighter then. Yep, 8. It'll feel better when your wrist is in the good position. Instead of the wrist getting pulled behind, it tucks forward. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. You got it. Roll through that. And I tell you, there's a neat little, we'll just do a little release. It's like you're drying clothes on a clothesline and the wind's blowing and your arms are just loose leaves. 4, flapping in the wind. 3, and your upper back is just rotating and you're loose. 2, your hands almost hit you, they do hit you. And 1, perfect job. Now we're gonna step on that band with one foot. So I've got right hand, right foot. So same hand. Okay, now it's like you're making a half a T. Now with the Dynaband, I do like the thumb up position. If you have a elastic tubing, you might like the palm down. Make sure your body doesn't lean away from the Dynaband. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We're going to do the other side. So grab your foot, your hand on the other side. Go out. 1, 2. There you go. 3. That's it. 4, 5. The hands is in front of you, in front of your body. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like how there's no tension in the neck. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now, front the other foot, and this is going to be a front raise. So right hand, right foot, you're going to go forward without leaning back. 2, 3, and the whole body stays stable. 4, you're going to feel this muscle. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now the other side. Step on that band. Go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, good, tall. 10, good. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, roll those shoulders, take a stretch. Now with the Y arm position, come back and find a place. 5. That's so good. Knuckles roll forward. 4. So it's only the chest and the shoulders. 2. Release. We're going to do another position. Come up, find another position. 5. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. And 5. Good. All right, a little wider and just do dynamic. So this is where it's shoulder blade gliding, scapula gliding. 5. Nothing should hurt. 4. Body should be able to maintain a pretty upright position and not have to feel like it has to wiggle. Your elbows are the same. And then 1 more stretch. 5, 4, good. Head pulls up on this next one, or in neutral. 5, you're in line with the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and then let it go. Grab another sip. Grab another sip of coffee or water, tea. So good, so good. All right, we're gonna go into the band behind our back position. All right, we're gonna act like we're breaststroking. So imagine you're swimming forward and around, and you can adjust if you need. We're gonna take 10 each way. 3, 4, beautiful. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we are going to go the other way. All right, go 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let that go. That was really good. All right, we're gonna break it up for a moment. Let's go find a wall to do push-ups on, or a counter. If you prefer to do them on the floor, you can. I'm just gonna do a little demo. You can do on the wall. Basically, you put your hands about shoulder height and you bend. There you go. All right, let's try 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Perfect. Let's take a little stretch. Hold 5, 4, 3, good, that feels good, 2, and 1. If you have a roller, grab the roller and make it a stretch. So it's fun. I don't know why, it's like, oh, this is a great use for a roller, right? So you can do that with your interlaced fingers, but Michelle, when I saw you sort of naturally rocking it with your hands back, I'm like, oh, I'll show the girls this. Now you can change it up, like Betty, you did it higher. I love that too, and I kind of like to work it up, or where your elbow hooks, it naturally stays. You can also kind of put your hands closer together and it sticks. There's a higher coefficient of friction on that, and you go higher. Guys, that feels so good. 5, 4, and you're doing great, Michelle. 2. Now you can give yourself a back roll. Yep. There you go. I like that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. So we're going to keep those pretty handy because we'll do some planks with them in a minute. But for now, grab your weights that are somewhere probably around 3 to 6 pounds. And you can take an inhale, place the weights in your hands, and you're going to go up. We're going to inhale. Now, I've got just enough room. If you, like Sarah, I see you, if you don't have enough room, just have a seat somewhere. We are just pressing up. There is a little balance you have to maintain, so if that's too hard, that's why I didn't have us do a huge weight. I don't want us to feel like the weights get behind us. Exhale, but another trick is just to sit down. 7, and feel more stable. 8, have it on a weight we can manage. 9, and 10. Now we're going to lower those weights. I'm going to put them over here. Take an arm, and this hand or this wrist, you know how we do those ankle rolls when we're in a figure 4? You could do this and then go the other way. All right. Now the shoulder is getting a stretch. Let's do the other side. Okay. Now you can add that. And the other way. Terrific. All right. Grab those smaller weights again. And all right, we're going to go out like a T. Double it up. 1, 2. You can have an athletic stance here, so your feet may be shoulder width apart or so. Your knees have a little cushion. The temptation sometimes is that we want to lock them backwards, but we don't want to. We want to have a little cushion. Soft. And 6. And you notice I'm only going to shoulder height. 7, so I don't get any pinching in the shoulder. 8. Good. And you can see your weights in your peripheral. 9. They're not drifting behind you. See if you can take 5 more. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. All right, get those weights out of the way. You might leave them near your the mat. Now this is a stretch, cow face. You can clasp your fingers and hold. This is so good for posture. And that's gotten easier over the year. Good. Everybody looks so good. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now release. We're going to do the other way. All right. Good. 10. When I was doing these, I was getting ready to say your dominant arm, let's say you're right-handed, behind you is usually harder. And then I noticed I couldn't tell which one was harder on me. So that's a good problem, but usually the dominant arm is behind you. That one's harder. So if you need to take an extra moment on that, you can always do that. You're tall, your ears in line with the shoulder from the side view. You're making sure your ribs aren't poked out. 5, 4, 3, 2. And before we go down, let's do a right foot over left, right arm over. Now you can make this a little rotation if you want. I just want you to find a really good place to stretch those lats. Breathe into that rib cage. Stretch it out. Good. Yep. Always good with wrist and ankle rolls, Michelle. It feels so good. All right, inhale and like spreads of the hands and other side. Especially if you do a lot of sports that grip, like I shoot guns in a mountain bike, and they're all grippy sports. So it's really good to do the opposite way. So if you do a lot of hiking with a stick or computer work or sculling in the Wisconsin lake, for example, right? Our wrists do a lot for us. So inhale. Oh, that feels so good. You might go deeper as you get warmed up. 3, wrists are happy, hands are spreading. 2, and on the 1, gently come back up. 1 more shoulder stretch. 5, 4, and this one you can do anytime during the day because most of the time we're forward, and this reminds us to open up those chest, shoulders, and back. All right, hands together. Speaking of wrist, this is just so easy, but so nice. You can do it anywhere. Just see if you can reverse it. Get some blood flow in those carpals. Press it out. Good. And press down. Yep, you can do it in all directions. Isn't that fun? 5, 4. So good. All right, I'm going to move this down to the floor, so I'll meet you down there. Get your roller handy if you have one. Okay, get your roller handy if you have one. And grab a drink. Okay? Your elbows are going to be on the mat. So if it's sensitive, you can double up that mat. Now you're going to take those elbows down and just hold a plank to establish good form. I'll go through our cues. You're going to be elbows down. Now your feet are on the roller, and forearms are really strong. Shoulder blades are flat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Everybody looks great. 2. Now rest any way you want to. I'm going to move my mat away from the wall so my roller doesn't hit the wall. Okay, now on this next one, you're going to shift forward and back. There you go. I can see you better now. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward. Now, actually, Betty, do this one with long knees. I'm just moving a little, maybe inch from the shoulders. 10, 9, 8. You're really making sure your abs don't drop. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. All right, you can do a recovery, but the booty up if you want. Good. 5, 4. Now we're going to do a inchworm. So you're going to get your elbows down, put your shins on the roller, but kind of turn your toes in. Bend your knees and straighten. Bend your knees and straighten. Bend your knees and straighten. And bend and straighten. Pull the knees under. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now recover somehow. You might just have your knees down and hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to do knees corner to corner. All right, so go long. Now knees go to one corner and then knees go to the other. What you're doing too is you're rolling out that side of your leg like the perennials, and that really feels good if you've been hiking up a steep mountain, and stabilizing like in gardening. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and recover. Nice job. We are going to do hip lifts, which is like a pike. So you're going to make yourself look like a V. You're going to go long and you're going to lift up your hips. 1. Good. Knees pretty long here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Recover. Very good. Now we're going to turn the belly down and put the belly down and put the roller underneath our elbows. This is the swan, and your mat's long. I am going to lower this just a hair. Okay. Elbows long, belly down, coffee out of the way. Take a sip if you need. Now, if you don't have a roller, you can always do this with the hands on the floor. Otherwise, energize that body. Here we go. Go up and down. And go up and down. And inhale and exhale. Shoulder blades are down the back. Awesome. You might be able to get an inch higher as you get warmed up. 5, upper back extension is so important for posture. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to hold this one up. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now rest. You may bend your knees. Go long. And we're going to do a second set. It's so important to complement these back muscles and go up and down because of all of the forward activities. And in general, this can be easily neglected in a lot of workouts, so we do them every time in some capacity. It will be easier to keep your posture upright during the day. Your muscles are building endurance and they're building a memory of where they can be. So the trick is making sure not to go into an old pattern because your body remembers what its history is, and it repeats its history unless there's a conscious intervention. So you think about it when you're at the store and think about your posture, and then lift up because you've got the strength. It's about setting a new memory, and then that becomes subconscious, just like any sport. You have to practice it enough consciously until it starts becoming subconscious. Now hold it up. In this one, hold, and notice how that upper back feels. Giving a focused attention to the upper back will increase its ability to extend It'll help the brain set a memory. This is normal. I'm not rounded forward. I am lifted up tall. 2, inhale, and 1. Now we're going to take some type of child pose, so you can push your hips back to your heels and your arms can go long. And you can also do this with the booty down. I'm going to wipe off my screens. For some reason my view looks fuzzy. I don't know what that is. It's okay. All right. Yep, there you go. Bend your elbows if you want. I think that helped. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come back out to your belly down. All right, once you're on your belly, you're going to put your elbows on again. Now, this is a possible increased progression. So lift up, and you can touch your hamstring, and then touch. Now, again, inhale. If that's too hard, just leave your elbows on the roller, and don't worry about that cue. All right, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now both arms on the roller, lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. All right, child pose. Press your hips back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to take those rollers down to the bottom of our mat. Of course, if you need a sit, do. It's building shoulder strength and ab strength. Now you can double or triple your mat. This is, yeah, I like it. Pillow it up. Go up and hold. 10, 9. Now your back's up against an imaginary wall. It's easy to let the hips sag. There's Sarah's arm, but you're going to leave your hips up. 4, 3, 2. Ooh, that's good, Michelle. Inhale and exhale. Lower your hip. All right, let's go to the other side. Side muscles. All right, elbow in, or elbow on the mat. I'm going to double up or triple my mat. Staggering the feet because it's an unstable surface. All right, lift. Good. 10. Your wrist is long. 9, 8. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. And then lower your booty. Now your feet are going to be on the roller or the pillow. I like that. Fingertips towards you. Lift up your booty. And up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your booty. Perfect. All right, we're going to do another series. Do a side plank with a hip lift. So this, I doubled it, tripled it under the mat, mat under the elbow. Elbow. Good. All right, lift up your hips and let your elbow go over. 1, 2, 3. Good. It's not huge. 4. The bottom arm is strong. Good. 5, 6. Betty, we're matching today. 7. Pink shirt, flowered pants. 8, 9, and 10. All right. Perfect. Lower. Let's do the other. I'm going to reposition the mat. Okay. The elbow is triple matted or double matted. We're going to do hip lifts with the elbow up. Now, 1, lift your hip, lift your elbow. 2, lift that body. 3, bottom arm stable. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Lower that. Feet back on the roller. Fingertips towards your booty. Inhale. And exhale, lift. Okay, back body strength. If you want to add on, you can lift a leg and the other. That is a lot harder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and make sure you're even. 10 somehow got off my count, and lower. Perfect. All right, now let your feet go on top of the roller. Curl down. 10, 9, this is abs. 8, 7, good, control. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now the feet are on that roller. Inhale. Curl up and down. Curl up and down. Curl up and down. Now this is for the back and the booty. Up and down. 5. Yep. 4. You could do this on the floor as well. 3, 2. Stay up. Those of you that have a roller, if you want to increase that, you can push the roller out and in. It is so hard. It's going to be more challenging. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Lower yourself down and take your hands to your feet. Happy baby. All right, hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your legs go long on that roller. Now, this one can be a basic crunch, or you can come up and pull your legs in. Awesome. And then down. Good. 2, and back down. 3, and back down. 4, and back down. 5, and back down. Now you know what the next one's going to be. When your back is down, start with your knees bent. All right, inhale. Now everything goes away from you. 1. Very good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're doing 8 this way. It's a little 7, a little bit more this way than the other way. Inhale, 8, and then take 8 to roll down. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, full body stretch. Good. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to turn, and I want to do one more side plank. Double up that mat and lift up your elbow. All right, take an inhale. We're going to rotate 10 times. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower that hip with care. Go to the other side. All right, you're gonna put that roller here. Double or triple your mat. I'm tripling. I've got a concrete floor under me, so sometimes the bottom can make a difference. What's underneath you? Good. Rotate. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're gonna grab a sip if you want, but we're gonna use that roller for the lat. Michelle, that's a travel roller, right? Yeah, that's what I used to have. And then one of the girls said she wanted it, so I gave it to her, and I kept this one. So you can do this really nicely wherever you are with those travel rollers. The elbow is bent right now because I want it to help us support our head. I want you to feel, Betty, do you walk with a stick or hiking pole or no? You do. So you can feel the lats helping you when you do that, which is good because it helps your knees, especially on those really big descents. This muscle ideally is helping you hold the pole. So you guys explore the armpit, behind the armpit, kind of the shoulder when you roll back like this. It's okay if you want to do long arm too. That's great. I just don't want your neck to hurt. So just explore. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my hand here. My neck doesn't hurt, but I like it that way. So roll back, because I got enough trigger points without getting my elbow long. So breathing into it. Now let's say you find something that's really hot, you can sink into it, maybe 90 seconds. I'm actually doing better just to roll. It's just sort of pervasively kneading it. I like to get that shoulder while I'm here. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, and then exhale. Let's do the other side. That was great. All right. Elbow. Okay, make sure it doesn't hit the wall. Your hand can be underneath you. Start rolling out that back side of the armpit. That's where the lat twists, and it attaches on the intertubercle groove of the humerus. So in here, you can start feeling it's tender. If you roll back a little, explore. I like to get that part of the lat that's accessible. Keep the breath. Your knees kind of inchworm you. So Betty, you probably have a hot spot on your right arm, right? Yep, you got it, because your dominant arm, right? So that's great. So that could be when you sink in and you consciously tell your body relax there. Good. So you at any point you could be moving or you could be sinking, because I really want it an individual class for you. I felt it release even earlier than 90. I felt some let go. So it doesn't, when I say it's 90, you may release before the 90. And it almost makes the other parts feel tighter, because now that part's looser. So just explore, go around that shoulder blade, go around that armpit. That tricep might feel it. Mine is more shoulder, rear shoulder. Scapula, where the scapula, the muscles attach on the scapula to the arm, those rotators, they need it. So if you have one arm that's tighter, like most of us do, you can go back to that arm or spend more time on it. Good. Different angles, you coordinate, and you're using your core when you roll this out. Yep. Good. I'm hoping that feels so good on you guys. This is so important for posture too, because the lat is an internal rotator, which means it turns our arm in like a gorilla if it's tight. So we're going to open it up. We're going to relieve some of that tension, and then you want to consciously be aware when you're standing, are you accidentally rolling in? So you want to bring a consciousness, a level of consciousness, or your body will revert to an old habit of tightness that is no longer applicable. So it's releasing it, stretches my fascial, but then it's also reprogramming fascial patterns, because the body remembers old protective patterns and it goes back to them. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you got it, Michelle. That's what I was thinking. Just hit that upper back. It's right there. You gotta roller on that upper back. Your hands could lift up. Good. Your booty's off the floor. It's almost like you're doing a bridge. Back and forth, back and forth. 5, 4, 3. Now roll, flexion. Sometimes you can feel more that way. Sometimes you can feel more extension. Sometimes you can feel more on the right side. Sometimes you can feel more on the left side. Elbows towards each other will help open up your scapula. And then you get those attachments on the scapula, the shoulder blade. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come off there. Let's see how that feels. And I want to hit our IT band. If you've been walking down that mountain, this muscle right here, this fascia. So I'm going to put an elbow pad, 1 or 2. Move the roller. Good. Okay, IT. Who doesn't need an IT roll all the time? Now, I've got the bottom foot off the floor. The top foot can be on the floor helping. Got good shoulder blade stability here. Good. Now, you can make this, individualize it, rotating towards the floor a little. Be sideways a little. Rotate up a little. And back and forth. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Now roll towards that TFL, that front hip muscle. You're probably going to have to look down a little or rotate down, and you get towards that front hip. Back and forth. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. This is also going to help the knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, how about come off of there, and before you do the other side, sometimes you can notice it right away if you touch it. Oh, so good. It's even lower. Now we're going to do the other side. Change. Elbow. Padded. All right, we got a roller underneath that band. The left foot could be on the floor. Woo! Back and forth. Good, and maybe even forward. This area doesn't always tell you it's tight. It'll tell you your lateral knee hurts or your hip is feeling tight or arthritic. And a lot of times you can resolve that, those tightness issues with rolling this out. Arm is strong. Back and forth. And that little muscle that's on the front pocket. Breathing. And just see if one's different than the other. Keep the breath. You can even put elbows down if you're getting that TFL, both elbows. You'll find out sneaky ways and different ways to help support the body weight. If it's intense, then just put that left foot down. That way you don't have so much intensity you have to hold your breath or that it hurts. Good. And roll. 10. And I just did a body scan and I noticed I was like clenching my feet. So see if you're clenching anything and you can let go. Yeah, my toes were like, ah. All right, keep breathing. Neck and face are soft. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now roll over to your, Michelle, you're going to be able to do this still. Just keep your legs kind of close and go back and forth. Yep. And if you need to, you can just do one at a time. But if I keep my legs close, I can be narrow on this. Now both legs are on. And you can, if you want it harder, bend your knees or bend and straighten. All right, now toe out like your Charlie Chaplin, and the legs are long, and that's gonna feel like more medial quad. There's a big ropey muscle. You're probably rolling over the sartorius. All right, longest muscle in the body. Now toe in, and you're going to feel more outer quad, back and forth. So if you feel your knees almost feel tight sometimes, like when you lower or get out of a chair, see if this helps relieve some of that tightness on the front of a knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, now I want to show you one that involves a pillow. So most of us will need a pillow. This is going to be a restful posture. If you don't want to do this one, the modification is just to lie on the ground. Or you could do put the pillow underneath. Right here, you see how my upper back is? I can put the pillow, my feet are on the floor, I can put the pillow, so the upper back, I can put the pillow here, that way my neck doesn't have any tension. You can also double up that pillow. It shouldn't feel like there's any excessive tension anywhere, but you can see what this does. This is a passive extension, so please use as many pillows as you need. Your palms are open like a T or a Y. So this is a passive, gravity's just pulling me down into a shoulder stretch. If your shoulders poke up, then you need to move your arms in a different position. It's not worth it. So I'm going to do a field goal pulse position. My upper back is in a passive extension, and you can do active extensions like bridges, and then you can do passive to best assist that spine in staying flexible and extension. Now I'm letting go with every exhale. If you have tension in your shoulders, you let go. If you have tension in your chest, you let go. If you have tension in your upper back, you let go. All right, just breathe. And you can pretend you're on the top of a barrel roll mesa where I was yesterday. And those cacti that are about 2 feet, 1.5 feet to 2 feet off the ground, they're round like barrels, and they have about 5 or 6 yellow blossoms on the top of them, and they have pricklies all around them, so they almost look like they have a fuzzy haze around them or a halo. And the beautiful yellow flowers growing towards the sky, the sun, make them pop. Even on the landscape, silhouette, the outline of a barrel popped all throughout this mesa called Barrel Run, which is why it's called Barrel Run. And then the other cactus that you see at Kroger's, the little small ones that are flatter with the pink on them, I don't know the names of any of these, I'm sorry. And then the bear claw poppies, they're white flowers popping up. So there's flowers that are in the Mojave and the Great Basin, which are 2 of our North American deserts, are throughout this barrel roll mesa. Just notice there's no one around, rocks jagged, canyons deep. You can see cottonwoods that are bright green that let you know where the water source is in the desert, because there's not many, so it pops bright green. Just take a moment. There were some type of wild birds. Maybe they were bats, but they were so fast and furious. Maybe they were hummingbirds, and they were all around, and I don't know what they were yet. I'll look that up. But the birds that I saw were fast and furious, smaller than your hand. Just take a moment to absorb the view, to absorb the calm, to absorb the unique cactus that grow there, and how life can grow in inhospitable places and how precious that is. Take another inhale, and on your exhale, you can use your hand behind your head to pull your chin up towards your chest, to take a moment and sit up through your spine. Lift up and find your new pattern, and notice how it's easier to keep your chest open. And then place your hands at your heart. Take a moment to absorb that sense of peace when you're connecting with unique finds in nature and how many precious gifts there are in our views and how lucky we are to witness them. with much care. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so appreciative. I hope your body feels great. I think you're going to love it. Yeah, I think you're going to love the feeling the roller and the stretches and the weight training give you. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.